So my real name is Antonia Smith, but most people call me Tony. I am the Public Information and Outreach Coordinator for the Palm Beach County Office of Equal Business Opportunity.
Hey, it's Kellen, and today on Diversified Game, oh man, Antonia Smith, aka Tony, she is in the house, and she is going to give us the game on what Palm Beach County Office of Equal Business Opportunity is doing, has done, and wants to do for you and your business.
Kellen, thank you for inviting me on here today. I am so excited to be here, and one of the things that everybody knows about me is I am excited about Black business. So just tell you a little bit about myself. I, like you said, my name is Antonia, but most people call me Tony. I am a native, born and raised in Delray Beach, Florida. After I graduated from high school, I went to Tallahassee to go to the Florida A&M University, the most illustrious institution, bar none, in the state of Florida. Go Rattlers. And after I finished there, I went to live in Jackson, Mississippi, a South Florida girl in Jackson, Mississippi. And I lived there for more than 20 years. My children are from there. That's where they were born and raised. And,
Recording in progress.
Thank you. Hold on. So after I left Tallahassee, I went to Jackson, Mississippi, and then I worked in nonprofit for years. I love nonprofit. I worked for a community development corporation in the West Jackson area of Jackson, Mississippi. I started off in program management, and I worked for quite a while in that, and then I moved up to the director of fund development and public relations at the agency. Great organization. They do a lot of really good work, but I fell in love with community work. Lived there for a while and decided, what's this entrepreneurship thing about? Jackson is a very entrepreneurship rich town. People support small business there. So it's a good place to do business. And particularly as a Black female, because Jackson's 75% Black and people are accustomed to buying from their own. So I did that for a while, but then I got caught up in that economic downturn. It was hard, public relations, PR is the first thing they cut in the budget. Should be, but it is. And it's hard to sell it sometimes because PR is not tangible. Like I can't pick up PR. So sometimes you're like, well, I can, people think they can do it, or, I can do that, or I don't need you because, you're just getting, so I was there, still struggling, had a staff, had an office, still struggling a little bit. And I started thinking, I'm divorced now. My children are growing up. I'm from South Florida. Why am I still in Mississippi? So I came back to Florida, went to Tallahassee, and started working as the executive director of the minority chamber. Loved it because let me tell you, there is something special about listening to people talk about their passion. And there's something even more special about them involving you in the process. I got to be a part of people's dreams every day. And every day wasn't great, but most days it was. So I worked there for a while. Then I decided I want to go home. I want to go back to South Florida. My dad's here, my cousins are here, my friends are here. I want to go back to South. And it's pretty. We got a beach down here. So I want to go back. So I got this job with the Palm Beach County Office of Equal Business Opportunity. And it's everything. I never worked in public. I've never worked in government. I've always worked in nonprofit or for myself. So little shaky introduction for me because I was, I'm accustomed to, no bureaucracy. So it was a learning curve for me. My boss was like, hey, we can't do that like that here. I'm like, oh, no, because that makes sense. She was like, yeah, but we can't. So Ironically, I came on in March of 2020, right before the pandemic hit. About 3 weeks later, everything shut down. They sent everybody in the office home. I was like, wait, what? I don't even get a honeymoon. I don't even, y'all not, no, my boss started like barking orders like, hey, I need this done, get this done. So I'm learning, I'm kind of navigating this sort of by myself. I got great help because my colleagues here in the office, I was able to pipe in and, they were able to help me. But largely, I was navigating it myself. But it's been over a year now. And I've met some great people, not just who work for the county, but people who are, entrepreneurs who are involving themselves in the county procurement process. And it's just great because, I still get to participate in people's dreams and their passion. And I get to, lend whatever expertise I have, a little bit of, 2 cents worth of expertise I got. I get to, lend that. And we have a whole team of people here who are, when I say uber dedicated to seeing the development of small and minority owned businesses in Palm Beach County, it's amazing to me.
Well, what you're doing, and even your office, like when you talk about reaching out to Black-owned businesses, I mean, the staff there, it's a lot of Black folk. A lot of times you'll go into states and in government, reaching out to Black-owned businesses. It's not the people who look like them. So you're very fortunate in that. Mm-hmm. Where we met was I was looking for youth opportunities, people, for my kids, and I was looking for opportunities for business, and I found the event that you do annually. Can you tell the people about that event? Because I found so many people who they're like, I never heard of that. Thank you.
Right. And I try to reach when I say I send out emails to, because youth entrepreneurship is very important. And it's personal for me. My daughter is now 27. She's a serial entrepreneur, and her first foray into entrepreneurship, I think she was about 8, and she got some money for her birthday. And she says to me, hey, can you take me to Sam's? So I took her to Sam's, and she bought candy and Rice Krispie treats and things like that. Then she says, I'm going to take these to school and sell them. Are you? Okay, is that allowed? We don't know, we'll see. So the first thing we did was we took her receipts and we looked at the units and how much and determined how much she would need to pay. And she's an artist. She even as a young child, she was a very gifted artist. She could draw like nobody's business. So she drew up herself some little price sheets, and she got one of our little igloo coolers and would fill it up and go to school every day and sell out every day. So and through the course of 8 to 27, she actually owns a collegiate athletic apparel company now. But she's also she's got a master's degree in sport management. So she works for the Miami Dolphins. So, entrepreneurship, she's always had, I call it a hustle. She's always had a hustle. Even through college, she, created Greek paddles, and there's always been something. So youth entrepreneurship is important to me. So when I came here, part of my job was to develop some programs and events that we can do that will reach the masses. And I thought, we're gonna do something for youth entrepreneurs. We hadn't done it. And my boss is excellent. All I have to do is say, hey, I got this idea. And she's got a buzzword, run with it. Mm-hmm. Now, I can't take it back once I tell her. I can't say, oh, that might not work. No, you gonna run with it now. So we did this first event, and I remember you had just moved. Had you just moved back to the area or something?
I had just moved to the area.
Okay, so I remember you reaching out, and so we call it Mind Your Business, and it is our youth entrepreneurship forum. And now, mind you, I'm still hoping. Oh, I'm really hoping that, because I had this grand thing planned out, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, by August we'll be back in person. So I'm planning. I've reserved the convention center. I'm like, these kids are gonna bring their sell their stuff. We're gonna do like a trade. I'm thinking it's big. And lo and behold, we're not back. So I had to adjust and do it virtually. So Mind Your Business Youth Entrepreneurship Forum this year's in its second year. And what we do is just introduce young people to entrepreneurship. I want it to be a mindset for kids, particularly Black children. That's how you build wealth and generational wealth. And I mean, look at the richest families in this country. They have developed, they're entrepreneurs. So I'm hoping that it will become a mindset for young people like, hey, it's important to work. Somebody's got to work for somebody, but it don't have to necessarily be you. I mean, you don't have to be, you could be the boss. You could be the one they're working for. So we open it up to kids who, some of our kids are further along in the entrepreneurship process than others. Some never heard of entrepreneurship, don't know anything about opening businesses. And some have fully functioning businesses who come onto these forums. So what we did this year, the second year, we were able to get one of the young ladies to speak who actually started her business based on coming to our forum. And that's what I wanted.
Amen. I love that. And, I told you the first one that my child, my oldest, got involved with, she said, I don't know if I want to be an entrepreneur if I got to work 60 hours a week. I said, what do you think you see me do here every day? And then on the second one, she was more ready. And of course, she's 11 now. So she was like, okay, I'm hearing you. But my 7-year-old even listened in. And she stayed with her the whole time and chimed in. So the work that you're doing, I just want to say thank you, because you're making those sparks, whether you see them, like in that case you spoke about, are the ones that you don't, from the, people who are just listening. It's helpful. Now, with the big grandiose plans, please, we want to do that too, whenever it's safe. Do you see there's an opportunity for money for youth? Because of course, youth are going to say, well, mom, do I have the money? Or their parents are going to say, we would start this business, but we don't have the money. Down the line, do you see funding for the youth?
Well, let me say this. Our organization specifically does not do startup money. We work with established businesses. But we have several resource partners who do work with startups and funding startups. The thing about it is we want all of our resource partners work with businesses who are, I don't know how to say it, on the book. Is that how I say it? Registered through, and youth can do this. We had, as a matter of fact, one of the young ladies who was on our panel discussion this year she's 8 this year. She came on the call last year. She was 7. Her name is Journey Williams, and she owns a lemonade company, bottled. We buy it from the county because she's actually registered with Palm Beach County, so we can buy her product, and I buy it every opportunity I get. Journey sells in, like, she markets as a chaser in liquor stores. So it's a great juice, and she just came out with a new pink lemonade. So she's actually registered through Sunbiz, and she is registered through the county, and those are the kind of companies that our resource partners are looking for. Now, I think she may have to set up the business in her parents' name, but largely she's the operator. They've set it up like that. So those are the type of businesses our resource partners are hoping to work with, even if they are youth entrepreneurship businesses. And so I don't know if your daughter has gotten her packet yet, but included in there is a startup guide, and it's so basic that a child can use it, or an adult, and it's a step-by-step guide to starting your business. It tells how to go on, and and it's a working document, so you can get your pencil and mark it up, but it talks about how to set up your business with the Florida Department of Corporations, and you can do it. So that's where our resource partners step in, like the TED Center, Marlon White at the Black Business Investment Corporation, our CDF, our banking partners. And yes, there is money through those agencies, the Legal Fund, the Legal Aid Society of Palm Beach County. They all have programs that fund businesses. Now, maybe that's something we need to sit down and talk about. Can we set aside a pot of money just for youth entrepreneurs? But they can't get funded. They got to be on the book now. Got to be registered with the state, then the county.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what's the name of that lemonade company?
It's Journey's Lemonade. Let me see. I have her card here. She is a, I don't know if you listened in with your kids. She's a wonderful little girl. Journey's Lemonade Company. And her number is 561-537-1297. She wholesales, she's a vendor, she does it all. And she is very involved in her business. As a matter of fact, when she registered for the first youth forum, we sell it as 8 to 18, but and her mom was like, she's 7, can she come? Of course she can come. I just had to say something, but of course she can come. So she came to our office and introduced herself and was like, how do I do business with the county? Really? This is how you do business with the county. Here's your first step. And since then, she's been a vendor with us, and we buy our product. And when we have other resource partners looking to do events, we're like, hey, we got this great lemonade coming out. You can order.
I love it. I love that that story, and we want to make sure we give the shine to that. And so, there are at least avenues you can lead people and say, hey, go here, check this out. And I tell people here in Florida, one of the second things that I did was get with a venture firm and became a member of Florida Founders, and they go after tech plays. And so there is money here for entrepreneurs, but people don't always know how to look or where to start. So this is a start for your child to go to. What's the next steps that the county, because I mean, this is government, and so you guys have so many other things to do than like handhold people. You have the SBA, you have PTAC, you have SCORE to handhold. Are there any other avenues maybe I don't even know about to help young entrepreneurs or even older entrepreneurs?
Well, again, and let me say, when you talk about handholding, let me tell you something. That's the one thing. Even when I was working with the chamber up in Tallahassee, I know that minority-owned, particularly Black minority-owned businesses, have struggles that other businesses don't. And the one thing I said was, if we have to hold hands through the process, that's what I'm going to do. And even when I interviewed, I said, you know what? If I have to hold somebody's hand just to get them through the process, that's what I'm going to do. But we have some great resource partners that offer everything, access to capital, how to, do business plans, how to, they do everything we do and things we can't do. And we do things they can't do also. So let me tell you, the TED Center, it is great. It's an incubator space. So if you are looking for a space at a really inexpensive rate to operate out of, they're available. They have an office in Delray Beach and one in West Palm Beach, but they also do a ton of classes. And the Florida Women's Business Center, also in the same office as TED Center, great organization. They do a lot of workshops. They do a lot of business development. The BBIC is the Black Business Investment Fund. It's run by Marlon White. He's the president. Now, they provide workshops too, but they also provide capital to businesses. The business has to be 51%, if I'm not mistaken, it's 50 or 51% Black owned. But they provide capital to minority owned, Black owned businesses. And they have already also started a program called Pathways to Prosperity through the BBIC. Business development, they do everything. The Black Business Chamber, we work with them, and they they provide a lot of networking events and resources that way. Oh gosh, Valley Bank. Thea Sullivan over there. She is killing it with her business development and funding for black minority owned and black and women owned businesses. I mean, they are giving out, these people are giving out low interest, like loans with interest rates 2 and 3%. You can't beat that over 30 years. So gosh, I can't even who gosh, who else? We just have so many resource partners, and they are all like so ready and able to assist at any point. And at the point at which you contact any of us and say, hey, this is what I need. If they don't do it, they're immediately in a position to immediately, put you in contact with the people who do.
I love it. I love it. Now, this whole time, I have a signature question where I ask everybody what is their community give back, and you have mentioned it, but I'm just going to give you a chance if there's anything that you haven't talked about or that you would like to do in the future as a give back, to please let the audience know.
Well, currently my give back obviously is through this office, and when I say I will field questions, how my cell phone number has gotten out, I'm not quite sure. So I field questions all day and all night about small businesses and doing business with Palm Beach County. And we from time to time have grant process, grants that come through the county. And again, I try to shoot them out as far as I can reach. And apparently you telling me I'm not getting out as much as I think I am, because people don't know about what I'm doing over here. So I'm glad
no. Wait. Let's make a correction. Them not knowing about you, that's on them, because they not knowing where to look. If you're from here, because if you, one thing I do that go to every city, I go look at the different government, and I'm looking for procurement and everything else, and you have to show yourself friendly and say, hey, I don't know this. So the people that I'm talking to, the handful or so, it's not a thing on you, it's on them not knowing where to look, especially if you're from a place and you know where the club is, where the spot is, and where you need to get your Friday night fill. But if you don't know how to get your Friday night meal in business, that's not on the government. That you're going for sainthood, and even giving folks your phone and them being able to bother you probably past 5 o'clock. Like, this is a job for you as well. So I want to make sure that's clear, so people say, yeah, see, that's why I didn't do it, because I never. No, stop your tone. First of all, remix it and put the ownership on you. It's called extreme ownership if you don't know about what is being offered in your own city, our county, our state, our country.
Well, you know what, Kellen, first, I appreciate you, inviting me on here today to talk about it. It's avenues like your show that allows me to, broaden my reach. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let everybody know the county has opportunities for you, and we are willing to help you. The county buys everything. We buy everything. And I mean, there are times when the West Palm Beach Housing Authority reaches out and says, hey, we're redoing all this housing for homeless people, and we want Black and minority owned businesses to come in and do the sheetrock, do the flooring, do the electrical, and again, I shoot the text out from a personal cell phone. I make calls. I want everybody to know about these opportunities. I don't want anybody to be able to say, and somebody's always going to say, because they say it to me now, the county don't do nothing for us. I'm trying. You got to meet me halfway, though. You can't just call me and say, where's the free grant money? Ask me about the opportunities. That's what I want you to do. Ask me how I can do business with Palm Beach County, because I'm not going to lie. When the grant money comes out, baby, my phone is ringing 24/7. How do I get the grant? Oh, they said I didn't, what can I do? And I do everything I can do to get you that grant money. But don't just call me about the free money. Ask me, how can I do business with Palm Beach County? Because we're in the business of doing business with you.
Definitely. And with that, you guys, I don't want to give you a game overload, because I'm going to talk to Miss Tony about some other things, but you have an introduction to how you or your child can get in the game and start with your business. And while Miss Tony is here, before she runs for mayor or governor, because that position, you never know when it'll open up. Get her now before you have to go through 5 people to get to her. So
now that you have access to my cell phone, before you have to go through my people. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Well, Miss Tony, I thank you for coming on. We're going to take this offline. You guys have gotten the game. If you do nothing else, make sure you share it. It will change somebody's life. Be blessed, y'all.
Guys, I'm Kai Gabiam from the Diaspora channel, a lover of Africa. If you love Africa as well and you would love to visit one day or to relocate to Africa, there is a course out there for you. And this course is My First Trip to Africa, a course well put together by a seasoned traveler, Kellen Cash Coleman. This course is designed to prepare you to travel better, which will save you both time and money. And the great news is this course costs only $20, guys. It can't get any better. Go right now and enroll to this course at www.diversifiedgame.com. Don't miss out.